السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. كيف الحال يا شباب؟ شلونكم؟ طيبين؟ معكم فايز جايب لكم اليوم حلقة جديدة، واحتمال انها تكون الحلقة الأخيرة من لعبة ليتل أورفيوس. بس قبل لا نبدأ يا شباب لا تنسون اللايك والاشتراك من اللايك، وخلونا بسم الله نبدأ. باقي لنا 3 حلقات واحتمال تكون الحلقات الأخيرة هذه، فلا كثر كلام وخلونا نبدأ الحلقة السابعة من ليتل أورفيوس. اوكي، هذه اخر حلقة اللي ما شافها. طرنا بالصاروخ ووصلنا هنا، فراح شوفها افضل لك عشان تفهم. اوكي، صارنا بالفضاء.
لايكا. Are you stark raving?
مين لايكا؟
It was Laika. I am sure of it. That spirited little dog saved me.
Laika saved you in her little space machine.
I believe the correct term is capsule, General.
Don't push your luck any further, Ivan Ivanovich. I fear it might snap.
Oh, my apologies, General. In my excitement to explain what I discovered on the far side of the Metagalaticus Interiores, I got carried away. And it happened like this.
اوكي، ساعد كلب.
As a happy accident.
اوكي، رفعت الصوت شوي، حسيت انه مرة نازل.
Laika took me there entirely deliberately. I'm sure of that.
اوكي، ما ادري ايش قالوا بصراحة، يعني كنت اعدل الصوت. اوكي، وصلته لايكا، وصلته للفضاء او كوكب فضائي. لحظة بشوف
Laika died in orbit.
No, General, she did not. She's very much alive and happy and currently living several miles below our feet.
Laika is dead, Ivan.
She most certainly is not, General.
This is the real world, Tavarish. A world where you did not go to the center of the Earth and Laika died in orbit.
In my world, General, Laika is still alive.
اوكي، يعني لايكا ماتت وصحيح.
Some may argue. Very well. I will live in your world for a while longer, but time is running out.
Ah, yes, time, General. I was just coming to that.
اوكي، طيب احنا الحين في كوكب فضائي، ما ادري اذا قالوا اسمه بصراحة او لا، لاني ما كنت مركز قبل شوي. اوكي اوكي، في نيازك تطيح وراه.
There in the distance it stood, enveloped in a mighty time storm. The world clock, General. The beating heart of all history. The axis mundi, the pillar of the world.
Not enough to conquer Russia by drilling back to the surface with his magical mind-controlling atomic radio set then.
No, General. You see, what if he could fuse little Orpheus directly with the world clock? Then his message would radiate with every tick and every talk. He would not simply be the Tsar. He would be the Tsar of all time, the eternal tyrant, the literal incarnation of everything our glorious revolution stood to overthrow.
اوه ماي جاد، ساعة العالم او ساعة الزمن حصلها. اوكي، صرنا داخل الساعة صح؟ اوكي، تعدلت الجاذبية.
Sonicif!
هذا هو موجود.
Uncanny, General. But it was somehow different. I felt no cold. The waves were motionless. Indeed, it was as if I had stepped free of those rivers of time and stood on entirely motionless ground. And there in the distance,
What?
debris from Sarya and tall slave mines had washed up here, almost as if I were meant to find it. And there, amongst it, the winking of steel led me to a blasting cap, and a plan began to form.
اوكي، اوه ماي جاد. اوكي، طاحت نيازك. اهرب اهرب. اوكي، قاعد يلعب
Rain was
شو
ferocious.
اسمه بالزمن.
Explosive eruptions of
Shit.
fire and heat.
اتوقع انه يحلم، اتوقع.
The terrain was ferocious. Explosive eruptions of fire and heat. thunderous emissions, and lethal gases.
Much like your cousin Pavel, perhaps, as a result of consuming all of those stolen eggs.
Aha, General, you have been listening after all.
أو ما أدري ليش أحس إنه شت، أحس إنه قاعد يحلم. بس يعني اوكي، يعني بتصدق كل كلامه؟ لا بس المنطقة هذه الكلام اللي قبله بصدقه، بس انه بالفضاء ما راح اصدقه. ليش؟ الله اعلم، ما ادري. طيب واضحة الارض اللي بتتكسر، هذه بتتكسر. يب واضحة. بسرعة. اوكي هذه بتتكسر. يا واضحة الارضية هذه بتتكسر. الو اوكي طلع كلامي لا بتكسرت. حلو اوكي. في صوت عجيب. اوكي في شيء فايز. خلاص اسمع اصوات عجيبة. الحين نروح يسار. احسه مرة طويل، كيف يمديه؟ اوكي امداه لانك بالفضاء بيكون كل شيء قريب. طيب طلعنا اخيرا. لا شت ما زلنا. قبل شوي كان قريب عند الساعة. الحين فجأة صار بعيد.
Agartha again. But why?
You are stalling, comrade. The clock is ticking.
Tick tock. Of course. In a flash of inspiration, I understood. It was all wrong, you see, General.
That we can agree on.
We should never have gone to the center, because without little Orpheus, Toll could not have become the tyrant he had. The rocket drill was his means to reach the world clock, but it was little Orpheus that enabled him. And the time itself, the world clock itself, was determined to make matters right.
With a little help from you, of course.
Merely a simple pawn in a game played upon a cosmic scale, General. But a pawn who understood that he was being given a second chance to grab a chunk of the explosive resin that wondrous city was built upon.
اوكي. الضوء هذا بيعمي عيوني.
And I was back. The mighty river of time roared past me, carrying the weight of the whole of history with it.
Even for you, this is a stretch. Our time is almost up. I have to submit my report within the hour.
Time, General. Time was nearly up indeed. That ancient and magical
صارت
river
كراش
that carried me
فجأة.
along was surely moving inevitably towards some kind of end.
شت بسرعة. اوكي شوفوا القفل اللي فوق. لا يعني هذه الحين ان الكوكب هذا هو ساعة العالم. تفكيره شفته هنا. بغيت اموت، كدت ان اموت. اوكي هذه لازم نضغط اكس. اوكي لمتى احنا نمشي؟ خلاص لو سمحتم خلاص.
Enough. No more Privalov. No more stories. No more lost worlds and space doors. I'm full of it. It is nearly midnight, and you have not given me the adequate explanation for the whereabouts of little Orpheus and the atomic bomb.
But, General, I am about to tell you what happened when I finally caught up with the villain Toll.
I do not care, Tavarish. I simply do not care. You have worn me down, and it is time to call a halt to this. I bear you no malice, comrade. In many ways, I admire you, but time is running out.
Yes, General, yes. Time. Time. Because it was time itself that suddenly appeared to be on my side.
اكيد راح يكون بصالحك. اوكي رجعنا داخل الساعة، بس الحين من الجهة الثانية، يعني نمشي عكس صح؟
Perhaps the world clock was so impressed with your egg-wearing antics it decided to return you to Plutonia
لا
for
العقد
the
على
second
البيضة.
attempt. I would strongly suggest you cut to the chase.
The chase, yes. The pursuit of tall and little Orpheus. I stood there with the resin fragment in one hand and the blasting cap in the other, and then, just like that,
اوكي
a
توقعت اني
clock
مت.
began to ring.
The world clock?
No, General, an alarm clock. My Slava alarm clock, in fact, given to me by Auntie Marsha.
The one who married the beef investigator.
The very same. And the moment I saw that clock, I knew what I had to do.
اوكي الحمد لله مي ساعة العالم، لأن أدري إنه بيكذب شو اسمه الجنرال. اوكي اللي بيركز بالشاشة هنا
Yes, I'm waiting.
ابن عمي.
Bomb, General. A bomb to destroy a bomb.
So, you decided to build a bomb, eh? A bomb to destroy little Orpheus.
It was a simple plan, really, General.
Yes, you are very fond of your simple plans.
اوكي يبي يسوي قنبلة، خلنا نشوف. خلونا نشوف الغبي هذا الشيء قاعد يسويه. اوكي هذا الجهاز حقنا الدريس
It was the
صح؟
last time I was to see those poor enslaved men on my journey. As they scurried in agitation around the base of the rocket drill, now a dreadful weapon of war in the hands of a madman, I was reminded of my mother.
Your mother looked like a nymph? That is extremely disrespectful, comrade.
No, I meant I was raised by my mother from an early age, of course. My childhood memories of my father were all too brief.
You are rambling, comrade Privalov. Time is running out. Diani Rezinovi.
حيوان الجنرال وهذا
Time will
غبي.
run out for us all, General, will it not? And it ran out for my father on the shores of Volga.
Your father fought at Stalingrad?
He did, General.
So did I.
Well, so you see, General. Perhaps we are just the same, you and I. Perhaps we are all just Menkf in the end.
اوكي هذا مرة اوه شت لقيت مرة غبي، مرة غبي. اوكي ممكن تمشي.
What possible use in the construction of a bomb could be found in the belly of a giant whale? Were you perhaps planning on using a worm as a fuse?
That would
احنا
be ridiculous, General.
I would hate to undermine your otherwise entirely plausible account.
You forget,
بالحوتة.
General, the belly of the beast was full of shipwrecks. And on one of them, I was bound to find what I was looking for. Fuse wire.
Comrade. Yes, you'd forgotten all about the fuse until I reminded you, hadn't you?
General, your cynicism is unbecoming to a man of your rank and stature.
اوكي المفروض هذه تكون الحلقة الأخيرة، يعني باللعبة التاسعة اللي طلعوا لك الذكريات هذه، بس ليش الحين حاطينها بالسابعة؟ ما أدري. يعني التاسعة وش بيحطوا بالتاسعة؟ والله ما أدري. سوف نستكشف إن شاء الله. اوكي وهنا هذا المفروض يمديه ينط من فوقها وخلاص، بس لازم الحركات هذه. اوه شت.
The clock was now ticking, General. Literally. I was surrounded by time, immersed in it, floating along a river of it on a raft made of history, seeking...
اوكي طحنا قبل نوصل. حلو.
The clock was now ticking, General. Literally. I was surrounded by time, immersed in it, floating along a river of it on a raft made of history, seeking the next moment of opportunity to hurtle backwards amongst those lost worlds.
I am a patient man, Tavarish. I lost 3 toes in the winter outside Sharkovskaya in 42. A drunken dentist removed 2 frostbitten toes and 1 perfectly healthy one. You may therefore consider me a man blessed with an uncommon level of endurance for discomfort.
I hate visiting the dentist. My uncle Vanya was a dentist, and he was a deeply strange man, notwithstanding the love he felt for his pigs.
Is what?
He was a pig
كيف في مات في منصة تحت. اوكي. هل هذا وين رايح؟ تحت. اوكي بسرعة. ممتاز ما زال وضعنا ممتاز. اوكي ننتظر توصل. حلو. هنا ذو الشغيم اللي تحاكنا ولا بحر. اوكي وش صار؟ اوكي هذا قاعد يرتفع الغيم مدري البحر وسقطنا. ممكن تعدي. حلو. اوكي بسرعة. وين اروح؟ شت. لا يا غبي بسرعة. اوكي متنا. اوكي حلو. طيب هل وصلنا الساعة؟ رجعنا داخل الساعة.
And so to the ocean floor, and that strange submerged city, and those poor lost vessels. To find a shell case to hold all of my scavenged ingredients, the last piece I needed to construct my bomb.
Ah, yes, I have been waiting for this.
General?
Time, Ivan Ivanovich. Whilst you have rambled on and on about it, I have simply bided mine. I am a patient man, as I have said.
Yes, I don't feel I paid enough attention to the story about your toes. Do you have specially made shoes?
Enough! Now I have your full attention. Indulge me, Tavarish. Explain to me how you made this bomb.
General?
Your bomb, comrade, that you so brilliantly constructed to destroy little Orpheus. Tell me how you made it.
اوكي. ليش سكت؟ طيب نبي نشوف شلون سوى القنبلة. اتوقع صدفة جت القنبلة ما سواها.
The type of detail that should present no problem to a man who is actually capable of building a bomb, which I suspect would be an entirely different man to one who cheated on his entrance exams for the cosmonaut program.
Okay.
You are uncharacteristically silent, comrade. Cat, got your tongue?
If I may, General, perhaps just a minute or two to gather my thoughts?
There are precious few minutes left. We have reached our conclusion, I think.
Yes, we have, General. I gazed up at the world clock and knew I had arrived at my destination. Whatever lay inside would see my journey end one way or another. But I had no idea of the marvels that awaited me. And it...
The bomb, Ivan Ivanovich! Tell me how you built the bomb!
It was a wonderful sight. The world...
It is 2 minutes to midnight,
Oof.
Ivan. It is time to end the story.
اوكي الحين الشابتر او الحلقة الثامنة، عمود العالم، وباقي اخر حلقة. خلونا نشوف الثامنة، عمود العالم.
Let us recap. 3 years ago, you were sent to the center of the Earth as part of a top-secret mission to ensure the delivery of little Orpheus, an atomic-powered capsule. You promptly vanished until you casually wandered up to Molodiyozhnaya's station 3 years later, claiming to have saved the world but lost little Orpheus in the process. Is this correct?
Yes, General, it is, but...
You are charged with many crimes against the state, including desertion, lying to a superior officer, and sedition. Any one of these charges bears the punishment of execution by firing squad.
اوكي الحين احنا داخل الساعة. حلو حلو حلو.
General, you must be reasonable. I did my best. It's all true, I swear upon the lives of my family.
Oh, do you? Auntie Marcia and Uncle Vanya, the traveling tinker and the pig dentist, or perhaps cousin Pavel, the criminal mastermind with the unhealthy taste for eggs. How stupid do you think I am, Comrade Devalov?
والله ما ندري عاد من هو الصادق. لا انزل.
Sudayu, it is all true.
Maybe your toy maker, or was it watchmaker, father, who apparently taught you all he knew, despite being killed when you were less than 5 years old.
I was a fast learner?
You have precisely 1 minute to convince me not to summon the guards and have you shot on the spot.
A minute? A lifetime. It's all I need, General.
اوكي طيب خلونا نشوف وش بيقول الجنرال. انا ساكت طول اللعبة.
My father, I told you, I think I told you, he was a toy maker, and he often played with clockwork parts. But this made all those childhood wonders pale into insignificance. And it was fortunate indeed that my uncle...
Vanya, the pig dentist?
No, my other uncle, Sasha, had taken me mountaineering in the Urals during my childhood, for it was only by scaling these giant mechanical parts that I would reach little Orpheus.
Yes, I had been thinking that it seems awfully convenient that you were such an accomplished climber. I don't, however, recall any mention of this Uncle Sasha in your file.
He was a very private man.
A very unlikely man.
That was Uncle Sasha's blessing and his curse.
اوكي المكان مرة حلو بصراحة، تحسه مصنع. فايز هذا مو مصنع، هذا داخل الساعة. ممكن تمسك. حلو. اوكي هذا لو لازم تمر مع الفتحات صح؟ نعم. حلو. طيب خذ هذه، ممكن تفكها يا طيب يا الغالي. اوكي كان بيفكها تو. يستهبل صح؟ حلو. اوكي جمب هنا بالحبل. اوكي بسرعة روح بقها صح؟ الحين يمديك تفكها صح. حلو فك بسرعة. اوه شيت. اوكي اوه ماي جاد. ممكن اكره الالعاب اللي صار فيها تكرار زي كذا، يعني تسوي شيء اكثر من مرة. اوه ماي جاد.
Those great wheels and cogs clashed and boomed The vast hands of all time, crunching forever and ever around.
Ivan Ivanovich.
Pendulums and springs and great big wheels and tiny little wheels.
Tavarish Privalov, stop.
Though at least the Mienk were not here, especially as they seemed to infest the world below the surface. Mienk everywhere. Mienk. Many Mienk. Mienk for plenty. Mienk.
You are bambling. Comrade, enough.
الطريقة صح. يب صح، بس المفروض تنط بسرعة هنا. طيب نشوف. تجي هنا بسرعة هنا. اوكي ما يبغى تفكير فايز. هذا بيطيح صح يا. اوكي حلو. العالم مرة رهيب. شوف الحبل جلتش. صار في جلتش الحبل. اوه ماي جاد. ما ادري شو اللي مرة لكن تخطيناه حلو. انتظر هذا ثنتين. اوكي في واحدة جاية او ثنتين. اوكي.
But where was Toll? Aha! High above, on the clock face, perhaps, with his radios and his crystals. Now, if I could just reach him, I could use the bomb.
There is no bomb. You have no idea how to make a bomb. You have no idea about how to do anything one might actually expect of a cosmonaut.
The bomb?
Ivan Ivanovich!
اوه ماي جاد عصب
Time
عليه.
is up.
يمكن صادق سوى قنبلة لكن صدفة سواها. ممكن. طيب طلعنا فوق للساعة. لسه بدري.
Stop talking, Tavarish. You don't know what happens next. It is obvious. You've done very well. I applaud you for your efforts and your story. It is a wonderful tale, Comrade Privalov. I have enjoyed it immensely. But every story needs an ending. And it is clear yours does not have one.
يا أخي تحطيم.
I just need more time.
I think that even if I gave you all the time in the world, it would not be enough.
No, General. I can do this. That is, I remember what happens next. I just need to catch my breath and compose myself.
We both know how this story ends, comrade.
But little Orpheus, you haven't heard what happened.
We will find out soon enough. You will be executed, and another expedition will be sent.
No, you cannot. You cannot. We must never go back. You don't understand.
اوكي اكيد
Make me then.
مسوي له مصيبة.
Make me understand. I
فجر
am
العالم.
a kind man, although you may not believe this. I do not want to have you shot. So help me. Make me understand. Tell me what happened to little Orpheus.
اوكي.
It was.
Ivan Ivanovich?
It was.
تفجر.
It was.
صح.
No. I'm sorry, General. I'm sorry, I have no idea. You are right. I simply cannot think what happened next. It's just a blank, General. There's nothing there. I am very tired, you see.
Comrade Privalov. Ivan.
You're right. It's over, General. Perhaps you would be so kind as to write to my mother for me.
Of course I will.
You are a kind man, as you have said. And, General,
Yes, Ivan.
was it a good story?
Oh, yes. It was an excellent story.
Thank you, General. I'm just sorry I couldn't give you an ending.
اوكي.
Unless...
General?
Quiet, Tovarish. I am thinking. Unless... I seem to remember that there were many problems with little Orpheus during production.
General?
Problems with the casing around the atomic battery. Concerns.
Concerns, General?
Yes, concerns. Unlikely though that might be. Yeah, it seems if I remember that it failed to secure properly. A sharp blow could spring the hatch and expose the fragile casing of the bomb to any would-be vandal.
I'm not sure I follow.
A resourceful yet forgetful hero might, one would think, take advantage of that fact.
But how, General? Where would I find something to strike it with?
The son of a watchmaker would easily find something within a giant clock mechanism that resembled a hammer, surely.
A hammer? Why, yes, General. I do remember now. I grasped the hammer-shaped thingamabob.
Let's just agree it was a hammer, Ivan.
Yes, of course. Let's do that. I recovered my senses, shook my head, and looked about me. In my distracted stupor, I had climbed further up the tower than I ever thought possible. In front of me was the clock face, and I gazed out through it at the sheer expanse of history. And I knew whatever happened next... happened next?
The hand of destiny had fallen upon your shoulder.
Yes, it had. And what an extraordinary hand it was.
اوكي. اوه ماي جاد. اوه شت، حتى الارضيه من شفاف ما تنشاف من ازاز. اوكي امشي، مش فايز بس نط، امشي ونط. ان شاء الله ما يحطون اشياء يعني تحت مره ولا فوق مره ما يمديني اوصلها. نو 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 بسرعة. خرب بيته. اوكي. ممكن اسلم متى؟ اوكي مرة سهل، مرة سهل. اطلع بسرعة. تكفى، ما ابغى اعيد، ما ابغى اعيد هذا كله. اوكي متنا صح؟ توقعت اني راح اموت، ما ادري وين اروح. طيب اخر وحده وين نروح؟ اوكي وبعدين اوكي غريبه، قبل شوي نفس الفكره. طيب وفجرها بالهامر.
And so, Tol was defeated. Little Orpheus destroyed, the bomb lost forever.
Not just that, General. In that moment, time sprung back to its proper shape, and I found myself once more in Plutonia, the start of my journey. But the moon in the interior sky was gone.
Oh.
The drill was gone. It was as if I had never been here. And there were nymph, free and happy, without the tyranny of toll, free to pursue their simple lives.
But we can never go back?
Never, General. One drill, one metal sphere, one lone cosmonaut was nearly enough to destroy time and unleash the tyrant toll upon our world. Who would think an innocuous beeping radio housed in a ball of metal could change the world so dramatically?
Who indeed? But tell me, what of you? And what of your return to the surface?
I stayed amongst the Mieng for as long as I could. But I came to realize they had begun to worship me as a king. No, General. I am a good socialist and could not allow this workers' paradise to become corrupted. And so I left that wonderful land for the last time.
And then?
And then I walked. For 2 years I wandered, always looking for a way home, through lands and worlds almost beyond imagination. Until one day I emerged, blinking into sunlight, and realized I was home.
Until one day I emerged? Just like that? You just found your way back to the surface?
Well, General, it was a little more complicated than that. There were great obstacles to overcome and terrible challenges to face and incredible lands to explore.
Enough, Ivan. Little Orpheus is lost forever. The interior is sealed. You have returned with a story of socialism, triumphing over incredible odds. It is, as I said, enough for one night. Enough for my report, at least.
General, if I may...
Comrade Ivan Ivanovich Privalov, you are found guilty of all charges brought against you and sentenced to execution by firing squad. However, having listened to your story, I believe you are quite mad. In other words, I find your madness guilty, not you. And we cannot execute madness. And indeed, there are lessons to be learned, even in the depths of this madness. Perhaps the Americans were right to send a chimp after all.
So, General?
Get out of my sight, Ivan. Go home. Enjoy a state pension as a madman. Just make sure I never see you again.
Yes, General. Of course, General. Anything you say.
هم بس كذا.
I shall be small and quiet and live a life without excitement and...
Out! Until one day I just emerged. Very good, توارش.
ما عجب
Very
فيه.
good indeed.
عجبت القصة نصاب. طيب باقي حلقة صح؟ اوكي وش بيصير؟ اوكي يا شباب بني الحلقة هنا او السلسلة هنا. بصراحة اللعبة كانت حلوة تضحك لكن مو مرة خرافية. فلو بقيمها بعطيها مثلا 6 أو 7 من 10. فكرتها حلوة تضحك لكن مرة سهلة. طيب فايز العب التاسعة هذه حلقة إضافية يعني ما لها دخل بالقصة. احنا خلصنا القصة فالحلقة الإضافية مو لازم ألعبها وبس. وإن شاء الله أشوفكم في حلقات جاية. كان معكم فايز. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.